Welcome to the Roy Anthony and
every
Friends show.
Tuesday and every Thursday. Y'all tap in.
Is this thing on? Can you hear me?
Roy
Is
Anthony
anybody out
show
there?
is the spot to be, baby.
Hey, tune in. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the homie Big Hank and Cynthia. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the co-host Big Hank and Cynthia. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. Everybody tune in, you dig it? It's funny as hell, my dude. It's where we can kick
every Tuesday.
Everything is going
every
down.
Thursday.
They about to do the most. It ain't a confrontation, it's a conversation, homie. Yo, on the weekends, Roy Anthony
every
Show.
Tuesday.
It's during the week, homie. The Roy
every
Anthony
Thursday.
Show. What you listening to? The Roy Anthony Show. Come on and get up,
tap in
before we gotta
tap
go.
in.
What you listening to? The Roy Anthony
every
Show.
Tuesday.
Come on and kick it with us. The Roy Anthony
every
Show.
Thursday.
It's going down, homeboy. The Roy Anthony Show. Co-host
Tap in.
Big Hank. We getting it. What you think? Hey. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the homie Big Hank and Cynthia. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy.
What it do? What it do? What it do?
Good morning, Sugarfoot Sweet Face. I know it's been a minute since you had me right here, right now, ready. I'm ready.
Oh man, you know what? I just know that you have been taken care of a lot. We know that you had your baby was sick. Then you were going through therapy early in the morning for 2 hours. Then you was at the hospital Thursday. And how's your baby doing? Before we go anything
Better
else?
now. It was like a 3.5 day shutdown. You know, when you got kids in school and these bugs and stuff. What's up, Dean? How you doing, honey love? He's good. Everybody's good now. You know, it's just a part of life and motherhood and the weather. So I'm sure all the parents know how it goes with all that.
Yeah.
Life.
And you know, you right and stuff. I've been going through a slight emergency as far as everybody knows I'm back in Los Angeles, but I had to fly my mother out here because my uncle is in the VA hospital in Long Beach. And they got him in what they call community single living or something like that, which is really a hospice. And then he said, "Yup, sick kids is no joke." Because every time when my baby was sick, that's the only time I've ever remember catching a cold or a flu is because of my children. Right.
Right. For real. But it's something about the woman though. It seems like I don't get to get sick because I'm too busy taking care of everybody else.
I guess so.
I don't get sick as often. I'm not gonna lie and say I don't get sick, just not as much.
I don't neither now since my kids is fast toddlers. Because when they was toddlers, they'd come in my face, "Daddy," and I'd be like, "Okay."
And see, look, that's the one thing I taught my kids early how to cover their mouth because I didn't know we're not doing that. You're not gonna just sneak in my face.
Exactly. You know. Well, let me go on and get to this introduction. Everyone, I'm Roy Anthony. Welcome to the Roy Anthony Show. This is my beautiful co-star, Cynthia Joy. Big Hank will be popping in any second. We represent on the platform of the WO Entertainment platform, which was created to bring awareness to how our veterans, active and retired military veterans who commit suicide at a daily rate of almost 45 per day. And then we going around to our teenagers, where teenagers are committing suicide almost at 22 times a day. And so one of the things though, so Richie King, aka Redneck Pimp, the creator of the WO Entertainment, along with the co-creator Goose, and then our associate producer Blue Phoenix, Ethan Daly, our sponsor Matthew Brooks. Then we have our good neighbors, the BB Nation, which is the Backwood Veterans based out of Oregon, and then the VRS Veteran Radio Syndicate, which is based out of Ohio, and then the Long Beach All Stars, which with the others All Stars, which is Linwood, Compton, and Long Beach comes together. Then we got our whole WO Entertainment family, which is based around the whole United States, along with our personal family, friends, associates, and even those who don't like us. On our show, we specialize on that. It's not a confrontation, it's a conversation. And when we stated that, it's because me and Big Hank and Essential Joy is also in accordance with this, is that we will talk on conversations that some people find it hard to talk about. In our conversations, we've had conversations about child molestation. We've had suicides within our families, police misconduct, every type of subject. And one of the things and I'm so grateful for Cynthia Joy, because Cynthia Joy has brought my attention how even health situations could cause people to be depressed. And if anybody get a chance, look at some of her podcasts. She has a podcast where she talks with some other stroke victims. And yes, well, I'm sorry. And she corrects me on that. See, and I try. It's stroke survivors, not victims. And so, but I think some people takes themselves as a victim.
Yeah, it just depends on a person.
Yeah. Yes. Big Hank is in the house. What's up with you, brother?
What's up, Roy? What's up, Cynthia?
What's up, Big Hank? How you doing, Sugarfoot?
Good. I'm good, baby. Good to see you.
You as well.
Yes, sir. What's up, Roy?
Man, you got it, man. I was when I got in town Friday, first person I had to go see it was kick with Big Hank.
Yes, sir.
I like his wife and his mother-in-law. I just feel like you ever go to somebody's house or something, you kind of feel awkward and stuff. I like that. I be feeling so comfortable. Especially when you had hungry days and somebody feeds you, you got to feel comfortable.
You get comfortable real fast.
Y'all, so I went and visited the church. And right when I got to the church, Dr. Williams, it was like, that's why, I go where the spirit in my heart tells me it's time to go.
Yeah.
Right when I got in there, as soon as I sat down, the pastor was already preaching, but he said something right when I sat down. He was talking about being an employee.
Yeah.
And the standards that being an employee, be the best you are, because Martin Luther King said the same thing in accordance. Whatever you do, be the best you is. If you clean the streets,
be the best street cleaner it is.
Exactly. If that's what you have to do.
That's
they're like, ooh, this got to be a street by Roy or Hank.
Yeah.
And then employers are held on a higher standard than the employees.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you though, Big Hank is what I feel the epitome of what a real deacon is. A deacon is to support, where I see it, the leader of the church.
Sure. Yes, sir.
So Big Hank be standing up there, and Big Hank throw these little tidbits in, and it makes it. You know what I was looking at you as when someone's talking, you got the person who's doing the words for those who, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Big Hank breaks it down for those of us who's in the streets, right? So the parents say, like, cause you can't get away from him. Big Hank like, yeah, you can't run. You can't run, Doc.
Hey, man, I just be the spirit be moving me, man.
I
I don't
feel
know
you,
if it's
man.
gonna be
I
me,
feel
man.
you
It's
for
gonna be me.
real.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Me
sir.
being, look, the music get to playing, Big Hank was dipping and stuff. I said, Big Hank, I'm gonna tell you something. A
Yeah,
lot of people can't do something with the spirit of God because they're trying to be cool and
yeah,
everything. They
yeah,
worry about how people is perceiving them and how
yeah.
they been looked at.
Mhm.
But Big Hank make me feel comfortable. And so I've been laughing about this because at the church, and I get hyped about, stuff. So they're having a men's conference. I just want to let this know they're
Men's
having
Day,
a men's
Men's
conference,
Day, Men's Day at our
men's
church.
day,
Men's Day, yeah,
men's day. And
yes,
all men, please, St. Luke's Holy Baptist Church on the west side of Long Beach. It's easy
yeah,
to find it. You
yeah.
won't be disappointed. Some
No,
people want to go to the big old mega church and don't get nothing out of it.
right.
But out of this, you get the truth, and the truth does set you free because
Yes,
you know
sir.
you're not alone.
Yes,
And
sir.
so the pastor, want to see me, and that'd be an honor to me, because I sit way in the back. I was way back in the back.
Yeah.
And he said, hey, tell Roy. So he was saying, yeah, we're gonna have for our men's day, and we're gonna have a dinner, and I
Hmm.
want you and Big Hank to do some comedy, right?
Yeah.
I said, okay, I got hyped with it. So I told Big Hank, I said, yeah, we have a comedy show. He said, no, Roy, it's not a comedy show. And I was like, yeah, he's right. But, you know what I'm saying? I was hyped.
Yeah, you
And
were.
so- and I was in the right place. I was in the right place. But when I tell y'all, man, I feel so comfortable when I see Big Hank be up there. And I think it encourages the pastor too, because he'll say something, look at Big Hank, huh?
Yeah.
And Big Hank will be like, yeah, Doc.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But
Yeah,
for real,
don't go down them streets, Doc. Yeah, don't go down
yeah,
that way. Yeah, leave that alone. Don't go over there messing with
that's
that,
how he
Doc.
be
Yeah,
doing it
yeah.
too. I mean, he is the best. Like, and I don't know how to explain it, but he makes me feel comfortable to be like, I don't have no inhibitions. A lot
Man,
of times when we go in church and we're like, the
yeah,
clothes is known to stifle the spirit.
yeah,
Big
yeah.
Hank shows me hey, and ain't nobody look. Now I did laugh at this one time because this lady kept screaming out.
Leave her alone, man. She got problems, man. Leave her
Oh,
alone,
I
man.
didn't know because I was
She
like,
got
you
problems.
better not go there.
She
You
got
better not
problems.
go there. And I kept saying, what that lady talking about? You better not go there.
Yeah, take your hands off of me. Yeah.
Yeah.
She-
Yeah, it was something like that she was saying because he was telling her something. He's like, you all on me. Get out of there. Something like that. Also, the pastor, he was real cool with.
Yeah, she got problems, man. Her elevator don't go all the way to the top, man.
Yeah,
So
I figured she was
she all
like
right.
5150 or something like
She
that.
all right though. She all right. She usually sit way in the back. So that Sunday when she sat up in the front row, everybody was like, uh-oh.
Oh, okay. One of them. So I'm back there in the back.
Something finna go down. Something finna go
I'm
down.
back in the back. You better leave that alone.
Yeah. Take your hands off of me.
Yeah, take your hands off me.
You know better than that. You know better than that. We was like,
Pastor did it real good. He's like, I hear you. I
But
need you to be quiet.
we need you to keep it down just a little bit so we can get this message out.
Yeah.
We trying to get the message out.
Hey,
Yeah. Hey,
got quiet too.
hey, what's a trip, man? Let me just say this. I've been on here. I got on about 10:07. And since I've been on there, we've been talking about church. Ain't that God? Come on, man. That ain't nothing but God. Cynthia. That ain't nothing but God.
I gotta give credit where credit is due.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
I thank God for real.
Yeah,
If he didn't do
that's
nothing
what you got to
else
thank
me,
God for. Yep.
Yeah.
For God, for
He
being
did
God.
nothing else, he sure did enough.
Yes, sir.
Now, I tell people I'm not I'm
Yeah.
not to go to church all the time, but I
Yeah.
keep God with me 24/7.
He with you right
Sometimes
then.
when I've been in some situations, God helped me with my hands.
Yes, sir.
People would say, how did martial arts starts in the Chinese? They say, oh, the yin yang pong. The Lord will put your hands together in the time
Yes,
of need.
Make them work. Make them work.
I know because one time these three dudes came. I didn't know what happened, but I just know by the grace of God, I was standing, they was bending over. I'm like,
Yeah.
what happened? the spirit took over.
Just let my hands go.
Yeah. But after later on, I did feel the effect. The Lord said, "You think you're gonna get away?" And hands was aching. There was a toes on my forehead that I didn't know. It was like a new eye was showing up and stuff. But I was like, "Hey, I'm still here."
Man,
But why I've been talking like this and what you just said, Big Hank, is exactly right about. That's what the subject, which is, do you feel? And I'm not talking about to my co-stars, but I'm talking to anybody who's paying attention in the show. Do you feel that your life don't matter in this world? Or you think that your ideas is senseless? See, a lot of people I've been finding out, especially through studying of deeper depression, and when we have our show, I go back and I listen to our shows again, and I've been paying attention to Cynthia Joy with the health and the food. And if anybody who can tell me about how to get past being a stroke survivalist, it's going to be Cynthia Joy.
Man,
what leads to it, the stress, and then when you're coming through it, how many people do want to give up? And her words hit me up. I want to say that to you, Cynthia Joy. Her words hit me really deeper when one of my older brothers said that if he lost his legs, he would just commit suicide. And I'm like, man, I wonder how many other people who've had an ailment that have set it their way of living want to give up and just say, my life is no good no more.
Wow. Man, let me tell you, man, that's a cold subject because I kind of believe that's what my daughter went through when she went through what she was going through, man, when she kind of felt like nothing, she didn't matter no more in the world. You know what I mean? And when I saw where she was kind of, you could see it in her eyes that it was like in a dark place. You know what I mean? And her smile wasn't as bright as it used to be, and it wasn't as a matter of fact, it wasn't really her no more. You dig what I'm saying? This is like right before it happened. And she went to go visit my daughter, which was her sister, and they was up there, and you could see when they took the pictures where my oldest daughter was radiant, but my youngest daughter was trying to smile, but it wasn't exactly her smile, and it wasn't exactly her eyes. And I could see it, but I couldn't do nothing about it. I couldn't, you know what I mean? I didn't know. And before I know, it was too late. So I believe that that's what happened to my daughter, that she felt that she didn't matter in the world no more, and that what she thought about didn't matter to people.
Yeah. So her thoughts and her ideas,
I know. So, I can speak to that personally. Like even today, sometimes I have moments, and it all has to do with the people you surround yourself with. I've had moments even today where I felt like what I'm feeling may be a little bit oversensitive. Like I'm doing too much. I'm over emotional because I'm always the first one to say, well, remember, you're a stroke survivor, and you know that means that's a brain injury. So I automatically tell myself that. So I have to reel it in and remember that some things is just human nature. It don't have nothing to do with, what the world projects to you. It's about how you feel about your own ideas. And like Hank said, he saw something in his daughter, but he didn't know what was going on.
Right.
Didn't express, you know what I mean? But we're opening so many doors right now by talking about it so openly like this. And
matter of fact, I'm gonna give you something to read.
I've wanted to give up a lot after I got hurt. Tried to check out 3 times. I'm still here.
Dang, man, you here for a reason, man. Don't give up, baby. Never. We got you.
But and God got you. The beauty of that is being strong enough to say, I could have been gone, but I'm fighting right now and I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think people think because we grown that we got it together and we not going through something and we just supposed to pull up our big boy drawers, big girl panties, whatever, and keep it moving. But that ain't life. We gotta, you know, say what it is, call a thing a thing. So good job, Dean. I'm glad you still here, boo.
Yeah, Dean, proud of you, man. Keep up the good work, man. Hey, I'm gonna say this too, man. I kind of went through something when I got blackballed out the NFL, and then I got cut from the Canadian Football League because of my habit. Okay, and so when they turned me loose back home, I didn't have nothing. I didn't have nowhere to go and nothing. And then I had a drug habit. And so it sent me through my valleys. But at the same time, when I was in my valleys, I was getting shot at. Niggas was trying to kill me. And it kind of felt like my mom and daddy thought I was trying to kill myself. As a matter of fact, when I was in the hospital, I don't know if you can see this scar right here. But I was in the hospital, my head got busted open by some blood. I got jumped by some blood, like 20 of them, niggas, but I'm still here to live. They're telling you about that. I'm gonna tell you how God moved me and got me out of there too. I promise you that. But I was laying in the hospital, man, my head busted open. People were saying I had got shot in the head, but I didn't. But that was the word out. And so my daddy came. My daddy came to the hospital and he said, "Hey man, we want you to sign this $1 million life insurance policy. Because if you're trying to kill yourself, we might as well get some money for it." And I remember laying on the bed signing my name. my daddy said, "Nigga, if you gonna kill yourself, we might as well get $1 million for you." Shit, here, sign this motherfucker. So I remember that shit, man. But I don't know if I was unintentionally trying to kill myself, but nigga, every week, every month, it seemed like niggas was shooting at me trying to kill me. But it was really God telling me to get the hell out of there, man. They trying to kill you over there, man. What's wrong with you? So I didn't know no better.
Oh God, it's not like you're not an easy target.
Easy target.
You feel me? And the thing is, though, I see exactly what you say. I put myself in situations where I couldn't see myself taking my life.
Right.
But I put myself in the situations where others
they could have took your life. They could have took your life. Yeah.
And, I don't put myself in some situation. I'm like, I don't care. You know, I'm scared to die. But then when I'm in this particular situation, I'm like, Lord, let me live.
Lord, please get me out of this right now. Thank you, Jesus.
I change up right now. Right? You get a little bit more than what you asked for.
Yeah.
You know, Ephesians 3:20 tells us, "To whom can give you exceedingly abundantly more than you can ask or think from the power inside of you."
Come on, man.
Negative, then you're gonna get more negative things. But when you take it from me, I tell people I was 10 feet under surface. You know, people say I was in a hole.
Yeah.
I'm 10 feet facing the ground. I wasn't even facing up.
I was there before. I was there.
Only thing I can muffle out is, Lord help me, because none but dirt going in my mouth.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, something's lifted. And so even though I can still be rough, rugged, and raw, the Lord didn't tell me to be soft. He just told me to be humble and forgiving. And when I started getting forgiveness in my heart, cats on the streets, family members, stuff like that, I found myself, shackles came off of me. One time I got on my knees. I was so tired of myself. That's when you really, I think, when you get tired of yourself.
Yeah.
I got on my knees because I heard this message on the television. And the Lord, it was saying, God can't bless you unless you get unforgiveness out of you. And so I got on my knees and I said, I'm going to start with, from the doctor smacking my behind, I'm going to forgive that doctor and come on up to the present. So some things I thought I would forgot, the Lord was bringing it to my memory while I was purging myself. When I got up, I tell you not, shackles, I felt like I could dunk the basketball flat-footed because I felt that light, you know. So sometimes now back to what we were saying. Now, as everybody's listening to us, and I liked what Dean has said too. He's still here.
Yeah.
Do your life matter? It has to be.
And it got to, first of all, it got to matter to you first. That's who it got to matter to. It got to matter to you first. Whether you think it mattered to somebody else or not, it got to matter to you first. So you can get yourself together. Because if it mattered to you, then you'll do things that prove that.
Exactly.
Right.
You do things that prove that.
You got to remember that everybody pain has a purpose. Period. Like pain has a purpose. Just like when women give birth, that pain has a beautiful purpose. It's to bring life into the world. So I mean, everything you go through in your life, although it's painful, don't nobody want to struggle. Don't nobody want to have to go through the burdens of stress. I mean, you know, with strokes or blood pressure or people shooting at you or none of that. Like, don't nobody want to go through it. But at the end of the day, look at us now. Look at the beautiful things that's come from it. Look at Big Hank. You know what I'm saying? Look at me. Look at Roy. So, I mean, purpose came from pain. So just take that pain for what it is, baby, and find out your purpose and keep it pushing.
And you absolutely right. You know what? I was watching something, and
you know this one. No, I know you.
Wait, this. Wait. Check this out.
Here we go.
This is how life does it. This is how life does it. Check this out.
I could have my Gucci on.
He fell out in the grocery store.
Yeah, he
was
slipped in the water. I'm gonna show it again.
I could have my Gucci on.
Nigga almost broke his neck. What's wrong with him? The girl made him do that. The girl that walked in made him do that. She had her Gucci on.
He slipped on something on the
Oh,
floor.
okay.
I guess he tried to catch his balance that it flipped.
Damn. Almost broke his neck.
The lady walking in, she didn't even try to help him. She's
like, matter of fact, she said, we might not go to this store. Hold on, wait, we might go to another store. People falling, breaking their necks in this store. Let me see.
Like, I'm here to get my honey bun. Watch the lady over time.
I could have my Gucci on.
Yeah. I don't know what. That nigga must have something to drink. He must have been drinking.
That's what I'm saying. I have never seen
what's that? Give me one more time, boy. Let me see that one more time. Just one more time.
Okay.
I could have my Gucci on.
A case, man, whatever it was on that floor made him break his neck. He needed to sue that store. He got a case.
He probably got like 30 in the morning. Hey,
that might be his thing. That might be his thing, though. He might just go to stores and fall out like that at stores trying to get paid.
They couldn't set it up because he lost his bag of groceries and stuff. They just
you got to do all that. You got to do all that when you sell it, and you got to sell it all the way.
Dean said this.
Ooh. Damn.
I broke my back in 3 places. I was still having a lot of pain. I had to learn how to ask for help. I was always the one to help and didn't need help. I ask for help with basic things.
That shows your strength, though, Dean, for you to humble yourself. For you to humble yourself and ask people for help, that shows strength, man. That shows a lot of strength, man. Because you probably wouldn't have been here if you wouldn't have humbled yourself and asked for some help.
Because that's sometimes the hardest thing is to
That's
ask.
the hardest thing.
If he was the doer of always helping someone else.
Yes.
And so now he had to realize that he had to be the one to get help.
You need help, yeah.
Crazy how sometimes life puts you in those situations like that for you to figure out.
That could be the most humiliating to someone who don't know how to ask someone for help. If I'm always the person who's helping, then all of a sudden I need help myself.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a shock. Like, how do I ask them to help me when I've always helped them all along?
And how do I learn how to ask for help if I never ever had to ask for help?
Right.
Man, that's deep. That's deep.
deep.
Deep,
You know,
man.
one
That's
way to
deep.
do when you never
And
had to actually write it down.
he
Sometimes you
said
don't
it
know how to
himself.
verbalize
No,
anything.
humiliating.
Write it down.
Hey,
But look here, Dean.
but
It's humiliating.
that's humiliating. I can understand, but I know you didn't go ask nobody you didn't know. You had to ask your loved ones. You had to ask somebody that you could trust. Hey, man, I don't know how to ask, but can you
when
help
broke
me with this?
You know
You
what's
know,
crazy? I felt more comfortable sometimes asking a stranger than a
wow,
family member because it was less of a burden feeling to ask
gotcha.
somebody who didn't know me like that. They just saw me versus people who know me only see handy capable. So I can't possibly ever need help because I'm handy capable. They forget that I'm still a person who's just
Right.
Yeah.
But you know,
But wouldn't that be how a stranger would look at it though? Because if he says met you and you have some type of handicap, or you could, like, he broke his back 3 places.
That's
mhm,
right.
Now, when we've
Right.
seen him and you've seen him, if I was the first seeing him and stuff, I'm like, oh,
right.
I didn't
Right.
know if he just occurred this. I
Right.
would think that this is something how he's been the whole
Being
time.
his whole
And
yeah.
so then he said it was humiliating. Um, he shared this even just now, and I could.
I had to ask my wife to wipe my butt. Talk about humiliating. Man, dang, I feel your struggle because I had to have people change my youngest kid when I had my
Sheesh.
menstrual. And that was just not a good look. Like, I'm like, just throw the whole period away. I don't need no uterus. Like, just throw it away.
Yeah, man.
I feel
Golly,
the
Dean.
And
Dean.
the thing is, he's touching on something which is making us, because do our lives, it falls under the subject.
Wow, Dean.
Guess what, Dean? You had to show some other people did, even your wife,
Ja.
that she belonged.
Whew.
That she
Some
mattered
people would
and she
say,
was needed.
some people would be like, and I could see where Dean could be like, hey, I'm at the point where my wife got to wipe my butt.
My
I
ass.
don't think I want to live anymore.
Yeah, that don't even.
But
Man,
again, that's
ooh.
perspective though, because if you think of it as this my wife, she gonna love me unconditional. That's why it's my wife. And then you think to yourself, this is temporary. Now, people who having like real life paraplegic or people who have these issues and they permanent, I can see how they going through it and it's a situation. But people who have things that they can recover from, it's a little different because it just means you just got to work a little bit harder.
Well, it made me feel like, and I was going to say this too today. Like, I've been
Dean is a bigger man than me, man. I don't even know if I could do that.
You be a big Hank if you needed
I'll be
it.
walking around with dirty booty. I'll be having a dirty booty all the time.
When you smell that dude,
it's been making me looking at Big Hank and his family, and then I went over to my other homies and Mary and everybody always asks, Roy, when you ready to settle down? And I'd be saying, man, I'm stay sucker free. But now I'm thinking I'm getting to a change now where I want to
get your life together.
And I'm just looking at, but
you better get your life together.
You better get together.
Your wife loves you.
Dean, she loves you, man. Your wife loves you, man.
Hey,
I don't even know if I could do that to I don't know if I could do it to my wife. Can I reach behind her?
Yes, you could. Stop
studying. Only until this time it comes. You would. Big Hank would.
He know he would.
And this
I don't know. I've never been there. I don't know. I don't know if I could. Man, she got to be, Dean. She got to be, Dean.
Song. That's like,
you know what? I would just say she loves you. And she know what it looked like when she said. When she said "I love you," she knew what that meant.
That's what that meant. Jeez Louise.
Through sickness, help me. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I be looking. All right, right now, I'm letting the world know, ladies. I'm looking for.
I want to say,
and one of my best questions is,
if I get sick, would you be able to? Yeah, if you get sick, would you be able to? Yeah, would you be able to help me out?
I know that sounds grotesque, but I would need to know that.
The nigga said grotesque. It's grotesque. Grotesque.
Oh, grotesque. I thought it was a so I thought
That's my nigga, man. I love it.
It's grotesque.
Nigga said it's gonna be grotesque. I know it sound grotesque.
Yeah, because it's not that big.
You always making it
I'm
worse.
gonna be like this, you know. I called to say the word that was not that big because you know this is my favorite. Y'all know me, I'm my favorite terrorist. I ain't gonna shit you, you know.
Oh man, get him, y'all. Somebody come get him off the TV, please. Get him off the TV.
I tell them all the time they got to help me. You feel
Get
me?
him, man.
Help me
Oh
with
my
this.
God.
It's like this baby girl right here. Look, man.
She said, Paradise said, hey.
Hey, Paradise. How what you doing? I'm making this peanut butter shit.
Oh, did you curse?
No.
Yes, you did. That's why you looked up like that. You said peanut butter and S word.
I did say that.
Yes, you did. That's why you look like that. Watch your mouth.
She said, just making this peanut butter and shit. You know how I always do.
But when she said it, when the shit came out, she was like,
She like that. She did do. She looked up like, who said that?
Oh, she heard me.
She said that like the devil made me do it. Who said that?
and she was too young to try to explain it. She started thinking, trying to explain it. She's like, I didn't say that.
I didn't say that. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Hey, look here. And you got me thinking. You know, I'm looking at, I go over to Big Hanks. Oh man, look, y'all got him to say the Roy's word of the day.
Word of the day. Hey, Ramonda Boo.
Ramon. Grow teeth. Yeah, that's his word of the day. Grow teeth.
Oh, wait a minute. Dean clowned me too.
It flips.
Dean clowned me. Look, this is how he spelled what I said.
Gross teeth. It's true.
That means that it's a flock of negativity stuff that is real ugly. It could be real ugly, but it ain't. It ain't. What's the word? How you say it, Big Hank?
Grotesque.
Grotesque. See, I tried to use the ESE with the French slur.
Yeah, you thought, yeah.
I never get the very first word when me and Big Hank first got together. I was talking, and I said, yeah, he's bona fide. He said, what? I said, bona fide. That means you're 100%.
Yeah.
That's like one of this situation.
What? Yeah, Rock Box is back, baby. Got my boy KC. 510.
Had to give a shout out to Rock Box.
What? Yeah, Rock Box.
It's my God.
About this health, Cynthia. You was talking about.
What happened?
Wait a minute. What the hell happened? What you got? What's in that thing you be putting on your lips? What is in that thing you be putting on your lips?
He
got some medicine in it. It got some medicine in it.
Piece of health, and then I felt like I needed to sing because I need to make me a song like "Let's talk about health, baby. Let's talk about you and me." Yeah, okay. But anyway, we're gonna talk about aphasia.
Man, that's your song. That's gonna be your man. Get the mix and do that. That's it. You had me
make
jamming.
that happen. You're the producer, man.
God, there it is. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's talk about health,
Wait a
baby.
minute. Look out. Look, Dean bagging on me, y'all. Look at Dean dead.
I didn't even finish reading it. I just read the first beginning. His legs work like the boys vocabulary. That's it. Roy. Dean, you coming to the comedy show. We're gonna give you 5 minutes, then you get to come to the comedy show. We're gonna give you 5 minutes. They make it up as they go.
And my legs work like vocabulary. They either work or they make it up as they go.
I think you worse than me, Roy.
Dean, you hit it. You hit the nail on the head, Dean. Gone. You got him. You hit the nail on the head, Dean.
I'm trying to see. You keep saying this. You might be sending smiles when the bunch of squares.
Great
Man,
job, Dean.
that
Golly,
was
he
a
got
good bag
you.
right
He
there.
got you, man. He got me crying over here too. Got me crying.
I know,
That was
right?
good.
And my
And
legs work like
work.
Roy's
And,
vocabulary.
that was better than when you said Cynthia Joyce said, "Hungry, what is it?
I'm like, what happened?
What is it? What you need right now?"
Oh my God.
I
They
said,
either work or they
she
make it
gotta
up
be
as they
drinking.
go.
She gotta be drinking over there. She gotta be. Gotta have a shit.
I wish. See, you're going to find out soon that my
my
vocabulary ain't
goodness.
that quaint either.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was hilarious. All
Dean
right.
said he's laughing my ass off.
Good.
Man,
Don't
that's
kill
the
yourself,
that's the
though,
best
Dave. Make
bag
sure
I've
you contain it.
seen.
That was a good
That's
one,
a
Dan. You got me
bag.
over here crying, man. That was a real good one, man. I
He
promise you
said
that.
they either work.
He said your vocabulary work. Your vocabulary work like his legs. They can hardly ever. They don't even go good.
I'm trying to get back on focus, but I can't mess with her, man.
Ooh, that
She
was
done got me
hilarious.
crying. Every time I
That was
keep thinking
hilarious.
of her,
Oh,
That
my
was
God.
hilarious.
they either
That
work.
was hilarious.
Oh my
Wow.
God. He
That's
said
a
they
good
either
one.
work or they make it up as they go.
That was
That
a
was
good
deep
one.
right there. That was
Ah,
deep.
I didn't even get through the. I just got to the beginning of the joke and
Oh
fell
my
out. I
God,
didn't
man.
finish the second.
Oh my God, he
That
over here got me.
nigga vocabulary worked like my legs. That's all I heard. I just fell out. Bam. They were crip walking, man. He was crip walking. I
That's
promise
those
he was crip
Chicago
walking.
footwork right there.
He was crip walking, man.
He said,
But no, you ever heard of aphasia?
Yeah, I heard of her. Where she worked? Don't she sing on the on the America's Most, not America's Most Wanted, on
I be trying not to say.
"Oh no, man, Dean, I didn't. I love that."
What Dean
That's
say,
the ultimate
man?
bag, though. He said, "Don't take it
You
personal."
say
Nah,
don't
man,
take
I
it
love
personal.
All right,
that.
man.
Justin,
Yeah.
I love
No,
you in that.
Aphasia sing that song. What's the song Aphasia sing, Roy?
This nigga crazy.
Aphasia.
She just asked, "Do we know Aphasia?" You know Aphasia, the singer.
Isn't it
No, nigga,
Is
not
that Rosa?
Fantasia.
Oh, Fantasia. I thought she said Fantasia. My bad. Not Fantasia. My bad.
Oh, I'm about to say now, I got bad vocabulary. I'm like,
My bad. I thought that was Aphasia. I'm sorry. I thought that was Aphasia. Oh,
I'm hearing her saying aphasia. I'm trying to think like, oh.
You be making my stroke itch.
Hey, at least it does exist, that word. Dean said that's the town of Kentucky, right? Oh my God, man.
You know,
Aphasia. Yeah, Aphasia over there. Oh, man. All right, man. Yeah, let's go, man. Let's go. I thought it was Fantasia, man. My bad.
aphasia is when you can't process your speech. So, like, you know what you want to say, but your brain can't register the words for it to come out your mouth.
I do that sometimes on my comedy show. I'll be ready to say something, but I'll be like, I forgot what I was gonna say. I forgot.
I was watching.
You just call that old age. I call it
I was
stroke
watching
brain.
Cynthia's Joy show on Monday. She got a show called Manic Monday, or something like that, right?
You talking about the last week's show, Mimic Monday?
Yeah, Mimic Monday. So
Mimic Monday.
They had a word called
What was last week? I don't know. Was that Fufara?
No, it was. I think it was something. It was Fufara, which I use in engineering when I forgot the name of the word. I was gonna bring it up.
Fufara ain't no word either.
Fufara is a word.
She had another word. It was with it. Start with an E or something.
Man, I be teaching a word on a day on the podcast. Now, see,
that's why I've been learning, so I can learn the word.
Ain't gonna be fun.
What Fufara is?
You gonna make me remember?
No, I don't want you to remember. I just thought it was a word. I want to know what to use it for.
Let me go. I'm finna go tell you. Wait a minute. I'm about to go find Fufura.
I'm finna go do a fufura. I don't know how to use it. I don't know how to use it. I gotta go fufura. I gotta go to the fufura. So
Why you said so deep? You got sexy with it. I gotta go to the Fufura.
Hold up before he does.
Give me some of your fufura then. Shoot, I don't know what to do.
Okay, I remember a Fufura is making a big deal out of something that don't need to make a big deal out of.
Something that's
minor, you make a big deal out of it for nothing. It's a Fufura.
Fufura. How you spell fufura?
F.
I put some music on, so it's
there you go. Okay. We getting in the fufura, getting in the mood for fufura.
F-A-R-A-W.
Oh, you need this music to stay playing.
Fufura.
And it means what to do again?
Fufura.
It's making a big deal out of minor things.
Making a big to do out of nothing.
That's a big fufura. All clowning and stuff. I said, man, stop making a fufura of yourself.
Yeah, you making a fufura out of nothing.
Yeah.
Or when my wife, she be losing control over little stuff. I'm like, come on, man, you making a big fufura out of nothing.
And watch how she gonna shut down, because she gonna be like, what the hell is you talking about?
You wouldn't have to say.
She's gonna be like, what did you just call me? Did you just call me a fool? You just called me a fool for real? Call me a fool for real?
A fool for rhyme. But
look,
right. If you say that, you wouldn't say, because you said the fufura means making something big out of something that's small.
Making something small into
so
a
you
big
wouldn't
thing.
say you're making a fufura of a little thing, because wouldn't that kind of be redundant or something like that? So you would say, man, why are you making this a fufura?
Yeah.
There you go. All right then, student. All right, A student.
But then we're gonna have to deal with the circumstances that comes with after that. I must use that. I'm just, man, why are you making? I'm sorry, do the homies like that. Look at us.
Niggas gonna run you out of there. They're like, nigga, you sound like the police. If you don't get out of here with that fufura.
Man, we gotta learn to climb. We gotta be real. Oh, they said, Mondo said you gave Roy a new word.
You gave Roy a new word, but you do realize he's gonna create a new word.
Oh, you see, Miss Mondo, you're making a fufura.
Yeah, Roy, new word. Yeah. There you go. You got her, Roy. She made a fufura out of it. She made a fufura.
Yeah. And know how to use it too.
There you go, man. There you go.
I was talking with the fellas, and I'm glad, I love this. Has been a good show. And Dean set it off with that.
Dean got his clown on. Yes, sir. He clowned.
And no, Dean, I don't take it personal. When I laugh with people, it makes me feel close with them.
Yes.
I don't mind being teased and stuff, because it makes me feel. I think I could take a roast. You know how they have those roast things and stuff. I can take that, because if it's funny, I'm gonna laugh. Especially me. I have a cousin who imitates me so much, man, that he be having me laughing at myself. I mean, he be having the walk.
Not the walk. No, I can't even get the walk. I'm working on your walk, but I can't get it. That's the only thing. I can't get that walk he got. That nigga got like a whole different.
Yeah,
he looked like he finna step, but like he gonna stop, and then he looked like he's stepping and go. I like this nigga. Is he coming or going? Which one is it? I can't. I don't know if this nigga. He looked like he finna start going backwards, but then he step and keep going. I'm like, what kind of
this nigga here? Day for me, man. Because my friends, my friends make me laugh. I was reading the scripture that was sent to me that you can have a lot of friends that just don't have nothing for you, but you find you one or two good friends who will be there with you when things is bad.
Yes, sir.
I've seen, I've been so amazed. I was reading your book, Cynthia, which he never talks about her husband on the show, but she mentioned him. in the book.
She got a husband? We didn't even know about it.
You have to read her book.
I don't want to make a big foofara out of it though. I don't want to do that.
Don't do it.
Yeah,
but it's not. I didn't know that.
Pointed out to Cynthia, but
I didn't know that.
Establishments in her books.
Wow.
And I loved how she gave credit to those who's been there.
Yeah.
Hank, who's married. He's been his wife. They, you know, they got to use it. I went over there to Big Ski. Big Ski. I tell everybody I always give a shout out to Big Ski. They had their 3rd year anniversary of Anything Goes podcast.
Okay. Yeah. I've been on there a couple times.
Yeah, I love the show, and so I was telling them, reminding them that remember Big Hank when we first started. They was our first guest, him and Joe.
Yeah.
Up in Santa Ana.
Yeah.
And so it's making me think, God really does bless us a married bed. Dean had someone who was there.
Wow.
And
that's the marriage I want that marriage. That's those goals I want. That marriage they got.
But you had that because you was not feeling good one day and you thought you would put it off. And as Hank said,
yeah.
Wait a minute, she knows how he looks more than he looks at himself.
Yes, sir. She like you don't look like
a man looks in the mirror for a second, then lose. You gonna rest your day. You're not walking with a mirror. You're not first day with Jerome walking with a mirror with you, right? So his wife recognized his face, and she said, "Hey, I'm taking you to the doctor now." He wanted to go the next day. What I see, you need to go in there now. And he went in there,
and she was right.
Yeah, she was right.
She was right.
You can't tell me she wouldn't wipe your behind because she even seen something in his face.
No, she told me before that she would. I know she would. I'm talking about me. I don't know if I can do. I don't know why I can.
You might have one of those clothespins on your nose and stuff like that, but you're gonna do it.
I'm gonna tell you what I am gonna need. I'm gonna need that. What's that wet wipe? I need that wet wipe. I'm gonna need the wet wipe. I'm gonna need the wet wipe. The dry wipe, I'm gonna need the wet wipe. I'm gonna need that wet wipe. Let me clean it all around. Wet wipe. I'm just letting you know I'm gonna need the wet wipe. I'm gonna need wet wipe, not no dry wipe. I'm gonna need some wet wipes. There we go. I got it. Baby, I got it, baby.
Oh, man.
Oh, I got it. I got all of it. I got all of it.
You know what? My whole body has been healed because laughter is the best medicine.
Wait, what that said? Go back. Wait a minute.
I'm sorry.
You say you gonna call it
We're gonna call it a foo-foo bra.
The foo-foo bra.
These mamas made me miss my word. What's the word again?
Yeah, that one. Foo-foo bra.
Trying to throw me off. He said a foo-foo bra.
Foo-foo bra.
Yeah.
They ain't throwing me off.
It's always good.
You say you're always good for at least one laugh per show. Then we need you, baby. We need you. Then keep coming, man.
Trying to get them to come on and stuff. I keep telling them they can come on anytime.
Yes, sir.
People. Anytime you seen when we had, we've been had the Latino. I got a couple other Latino. I've been trying to get Joe, and Joe's not even Latino. I found out he's a 6% Indian.
Yeah,
I thought he was a Latino this whole time. Well, a Spaniard. That's what he had told me. But I'm proud that we don't discriminate. We're gonna have the same conversation.
Yeah.
Black, white, Latino, Asian, gay, straight, I don't get into people's privates and be like, oh, you ain't right, or you ain't this, or you ain't that. I keep it 100 with a person because I have so many flaws in my life that I put it off to err as human.
Yeah.
And then if I can just because the words tells us a wise man falls 7 times and still gets up. I could never put myself through what Job went through. When you lose everything all at once, and then you're supposed to be your good friends trying to make you believe that it's your fault. They didn't notice that they didn't take his wife because The wife was telling me you should just curse God and die.
Yeah, cuss God and die.
Why didn't you take her too?
Why didn't you take her? Why you ain't knock her down?
Because she can't be a thorn in his flesh. So,
that's the one I wanted you to take, Lord. That's the one I was trying to get you to take. You took care of all the other ones.
And so when we think that everything is bleak, especially about you see how we can laugh. We've all been through some travesties, and one little thing can ignite us to laugh. Dean made me laugh today.
Man, laugh hard too. Yeah. I laughed hard on that one. And Fufura, I laughed on Fufura too. Fufura was funny.
Well, my word of the day.
Aphasia was funny. Aphasia, I thought that was Fantasia. That was funny.
Grotesque. Grotesque instead of grotesque.
Is it Euphrasia? You grotesque, yeah, grotesque was funny. Man, we had a good day today.
Yeah,
we
put
the
stuff that we had. Go ahead.
How about when you asked Cynthia Joy about her thing? She said, where you go?
Yeah, I didn't know what she was saying. She kind of spooked me. That's why I
said, what happened?
Yeah, something's on that lipstick.
I don't know what's on that lipstick. I want some, though. I want some. Shoot me a pair.
Hey, before we run out of here, what was going on with the sports, Big Hank?
Hey, I was at somewhere else, but Saturday, Jake Paul finally lost his first fight to a real boxer. Now, it was a split decision, which means he held his ground. You dig what I'm saying? He didn't get knocked out. He didn't get beat up. It was a split decision, man. And I just wanted to get your I know you the boxer dude. I wanted to get your side of the story on how you felt about it.
Well, Jake Paul he's still an amateur boxer. Like I'm a Terrence Crawford fan, Deontay Wilder, but their first 10 or 11 fights, I never know nothing about it. It's still getting into the championship level.
Right. You keep leaving out Devontae Davis. I'm gonna need you to put him in that category.
We don't know his first 10 fights. We've seen him now as a superstar.
Right.
Jake Paul is in his first 5 or 6 fights.
Right.
And what it is his brother was real known in YouTube. And I think there was a time when his brother and this other YouTube great or whatever challenged each other to a fight. And so then it became because the whole thing is about making money. No matter if you are amateur or whatever, he made money. Jake Paul had not, his amateur fights was on purpose, not against other professional fighters.
Right, of course.
He's coming up. He's 6-1 now, 5-1.
Something like that.
MMA fighters, and everybody got paid.
Yeah.
They did, and so did he lose? Now, Thomas Fury.
Which is Tyson Fury's little brother.
Yeah. His stepbrother too, because he doesn't really he's really of a pretty boy.
Okay. Gotcha.
He's not really that grit and gravy type guy.
Right. So but he is a professional boxer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Christina Carter said, hey, I heard Jake Paul's going to go MMA now. Dude's going to get his laundry folded while he's still wearing it. Yeah. But you know what? He it's a stunt man. It's like a stunt man.
Yeah, Christina Carter.
What's up, Christina Boo?
You're still getting paid. Christina? And so Mississippi's in the house.
Yes, sir.
Also,
as
y'all can see, everybody know I'm a true Clippers fan. We just got Russell Westbrook. But I'm also looking at the standings of the Lakers.
Lakers 2-0. Lakers went 2-0 since the All-Star game. But they only played 2 games. They won the last 2 games. And they was 3-1 before the All-Star game, so they really like 5-1 since they got what's his name, the point guard, Russell.
You're talking about my Clippers?
No, not Russell Westbrook. I'm talking about the Lakers. They got D'Angelo. They got D'Angelo Russell at point guard, and since they picked him up, they've been 5. They've like 5-1, but LeBron hurt again. LeBron hurt again.
About to say.
LeBron hurt.
Between him and the Brown.
Street clothes Davis. Yeah, street clothes Davis. That's what they call that nigga. Street clothes. He always be in street clothes. He don't never be in the uniform. He's always in street clothes.
Yep. They said he tweaked his baby toe, and all of a sudden he stood down for 2 weeks and stuff. So
yeah, man.
I've been looking at that, and now LeBron, and I think he was pressing himself too much.
Yeah, he always. Well, he's 38, man. He pushing that body. But I want to say something about your Clippers, man. They got Westbrook over there looking like he a star again, man. He hitting threes and everything.
The thing is knowing how to play with. See, where people messing with Russell Westbrook, you trying to make him play in your type of thing. He's a slasher. He's an aggressive guard. He's not like Eric Gordon. I love Eric Gordon, but Eric Gordon is going to stop, set, pass, and set in the three-point. Russell is going to take
fly by everybody. Yeah, fly by everybody and then throw the ball.
They were catching with some passes. So the chemistry, I didn't mind them losing in overtime against Sacramento because Sacramento's a contender. They ranked third in the West.
They playing over there, and that black coach got him over there playing basketball. You hear me?
Well, look what he came through. If you watch Mike Davis when he came through Cleveland, and then he tried to do it when LeBron was young.
I remember.
LeBron got him.
I remember. Got him fired.
Cleveland, and then he went to Golden State as an assistant.
Set up under what's the name? Yeah, set up under the board.
3 or 4 championships. Yeah. Now he takes on Sacramento. He got Sacramento and them balling out. They balling. So it's good to see.
They don't got nobody on that team. I mean, they got a couple young cats, but they ain't got no super.
But it's a true superstar.
Who?
De'Aaron
Fox, yeah, but he a youngster. He ain't no.
He been there like 5. He been there like 5 seasons.
Yeah, but he ain't started playing until 2-3 seasons ago. The first couple seasons he wasn't doing nothing. But I'm just saying, man, they ain't got no bona fide superstar that you could call out and know their name. Nobody know them. Aaron, what's his name? Aaron Fox? Aaron Cox?
Yeah.
De'Aaron Cox. Nobody know him, man. I didn't even know that was his real name. Yeah. I didn't know his real name. But don't nobody know them cats over there, man.
It's gonna be interesting because that's the thing. What I was saying is in the playoffs, it used to be the same people. You either got Phoenix, Dallas, but now, I'm hoping that this NBA championship be the Clippers versus the Boston Celtics.
Okay, all right, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Y'all, people's knocking at the door, phones been ringing.
I hear it, man. I hear it going down, man. Love you, man.
God bless y'all, man. Love you too.
Cynthia, love you. Love you, Cynthia.
Love you too.
I'm finna go listen to you phase it right now.
All right, let me know about these shirts.
Every Tuesday and every Thursday. Y'all tap in.
Is this thing on? Can you hear me?
Roy
Is anybody out there?
Is the spot to be, baby.
Hey, tune in. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy